that is less terrifying. So, we are back to Congo Bongo, exploring it one more time here. And that is because my friend from Finland on the YouTube channel let me know that there is a remake of Congo Bongo. It was released in 1985, and it was on disc. It's hard to find out information about this copy of the game. It's hard to find this copy of the game. But what I want to do is play through and see if I can beat it and kind of give you my thoughts on the difference between this version and the version I played as a kid. So, alright. Whoa, what the heck is that? What? Something's wrong here. There's always something wrong. Okay, so like, this game just went nuts and my guy kept running into the river, so I had to reboot a bunch of stuff. And hopefully that makes everything better. Nope. Okay, now it's fixed. That was very odd. So, anyway, now that I'm not distracted by my gamepad going nuts, we're isometric. And everything's recognizable. Not the best graphics in the world, but recognizable. The jumps are a little bit weird to me, like they're almost too fast or something. And I have noticed a delay before, but I don't know if that was a hardware or emulator problem or what. Oh, jeez. I guess I should have tried jumping or something. But yeah, so we're isometric. We have the skull where it belongs. The monkeys have the behavior that the arcade version has. Whoa. Huh. There's something with the coconuts. I don't know if they're programmed poorly in regards to what plane they're on. There's been many times that they've hit me and I'm like, what? How do they hit me? I'm behind them. But I guess it depends on how you interpret how they're moving. But yeah, we're isometric at least. The monkeys are grabbing. And then all 4 levels are restored actually. In the previous video, I was like, okay, there's no reason the Commodore shouldn't be able to do this. Maybe drop some sprites, and that's kind of the big thing I've noticed is, like here, there's only 3 snakes. I think the arcade version is 5, maybe? And it's kind of hard to explain to somebody who wasn't around at this time period, but these graphics would have blown me away in 1985. Particularly because of the isometric view. Oh! You can see it's a little bit easier because there's only 3 rhinos running around. I think it's 5 rhinos in the arcade version. But yeah, look at this. 4 levels. Hopefully if I get through this one, I can show you how they handled this one is really interesting, in my opinion. Ugh, overjumped it. So once you hop on one of the hippos, the leaves disappear and the fish appear. So they don't load in the sprites for the obstacles you don't need to worry about yet. I think that was a clever way to get around the hardware limitations. Okay, I don't think it's just my emulator or my hardware. Feels a little bit unresponsive when I try to jump sometimes. Oof. Like that. I was like, not sure it's going to make it. Alright, looks like I made it. So the fact they had to reduce the sprites on each level makes the game a little bit easier. But they did add a snake to this. I'm going to keep playing a little bit longer, but once I die off, that'll be it. Yeah, see like that? I don't feel like that coconut was actually like in a position to hurt me, but yeah, and that jump was almost a full second delay from when I pressed the button to my guy jumping. But yeah, as I'm just gonna play a little bit till I die. Vast improvement. Like I said in the other video. I don't know what I just did there. Game over. Anyway, I'm gonna pause it because the sound usually distracts me. So as I said in the other video, I was sure the Commodore 64 is much more capable than what we saw in the original. And this proves it. We could have all 4 levels and we could have an isometric view. And the cost was fewer colors and fewer sprites, but the game remains intact and recognizable, whereas the original Congo Bongo was down to 2 levels, not isometric, and just not that good of a game, in my opinion. So, but that's going to be it for me. The next little section, I think we'll talk a little bit about the trivia and hardware end of things, and that'll be it.
Hi guys, trying out a new voice today. When we were discussing why the Commodore 64 Congo Bongo was so terrible, one thing we failed to mention was the storage media. The original Congo Bongo came on a cartridge, while the 1985 re-release came on a disc. Let's discuss the different storage media available to the Commodore 64 and what each one was capable of. The Commodore 64 had a cartridge port to play games, but the cartridges could only hold up to 16 kilobytes. The advantage was that the cartridges rarely failed and loaded almost instantaneously. However, because the storage capacity was so limited, cartridge games were largely abandoned by the mid-1980s. The Commodore could also use magnetic tapes. Technically, this provided the highest storage capacity, as a single 30-minute tape could hold up to 100 kilobytes, and tapes could come as large as 90 minutes. Considering that the Commodore 64 only had 64 kilobytes of RAM, less than 40 of which was actually available, this was more than adequate. Tapes, however, were incredibly slow, taking up to 25 minutes to load, and were prone to failure. Later technology allowed for fast loading, but this is not something I understand at this time. And finally, we had the classic floppy disks, which were loaded into the Gene 41. One disk could hold up to 170 kilobytes, more than could be loaded into RAM at any one time. Unfortunately, thanks to a sub-optimized kernel, the Commodore floppy drive was notoriously slow, theoretically taking up to 20 minutes to fill RAM. As a comparison, the Atari 8-bit computers at the same time could load software 8 times as fast. This problem was later corrected using fast loader cartridges, which rewrote the disk drive's kernel for better speed, to the point where my family never used cartridges or tapes. We just knew to always have our Epix fast loader plugged in. Hopefully this clarifies the Congo Bongo problem. It was not only the fact that it was an early game that held this game back, but also the limited storage capacity of the cartridge. Let me know if you think I got any of my facts wrong. This section took a lot of research, and I did the best I could. Hope you enjoyed this bit of trivia, and we will see you next time.
Whoa, what the heck is that? Fudge. Something's wrong here. Always something wrong.